Printers, Chrissy here. It is Saturday the 14th of September here in Australia. Firstly, if you're new, if you haven't seen me before, welcome, and if you are intrigued, watch a couple more of my videos, and if you like what I do, please feel free to subscribe. Of course, you can click the notification button if you want notifications, and I have picked up a few new subscribers in the last week or so, so welcome to the new subscribers, and thank you very much for deciding to take this journey with me. Second thing is tomorrow, September 15th, 10 a.m. our time in Perth. Now, it's probably easier if you work off Beijing time. Perth time and Beijing time in the same time zone. So 10 a.m. Beijing time, which is, if you're on the east coast of America, it's 10 p.m. On Saturday night. If you're on the west coast, it's about 6:30, 7 p.m. Saturday night. So that time, I have got a webcam, and I'm going to attempt a live video. So if you have the time and would like to, please feel free to come and help me test it. I did a brief test earlier, and I think it was going out, but you know, I think I've got everything worked out. We'll see. I might have another test this afternoon. So anyway, if you want to check out and see if I've got a live thing happening, please feel free to join in. I had someone commenting about whether or not I was reading John Yang or Andrew Yang, and I said, well, Andrew Yang, and the person then told me to chill out. Look, I don't know who John Yang is, whether it's somebody else. So, you know, I'm not American. I know who Andrew Yang is, and, you know, I will, you know, sometimes I will answer, sometimes I won't. But there's no need to tell me to chill out and read the cards for myself, okay? That's just a little bit nasty. So, and if you see anyone who you feel is a troll, please feel free to report them, okay? I've only had one troll who was extremely nasty, and I think I mentioned it at the time. The person actually suggested that I eviscerate my cat and use her entrails to read the future. So that was extremely nasty and extremely upsetting. But I'm not going to let a troll or somebody who thinks I need to chill out stop me from doing what I do. Okay? Anyway, now that is housekeeping done, I'm going to look at, this has been a source of entertainment for me all week, Sharpie Gate. You know, the stories are coming out that Trump ordered Ross and Mulvaney to order the people at NOAA to say, if you don't back up what Trump said about Dorian hitting Alabama, you're going to get fired. He did commit a felony. He did. He broke the law when he altered that map and presented it as fact. He altered a federally issued map and then presented it as fact. That is against the law. But we know he's broken the law in so many different ways. But I'm going to have a look at the overall effect of Sharpie Gate. I'll be doing a few readings this afternoon and post them over the next couple of days as I get it. But first, a bit of a fun one. I'm going to use a fun deck here. I haven't used this one yet. This is the Bohemian Animal Tarot. Haven't used it yet. And as you know, I'm not afraid to go and look at notebooks and all that. And also, you know, I have a lot of decks and I use a lot of decks. And those of us who sometimes use a lot of decks, we develop our own understanding and interpretations of the cards, but I'm also not afraid to, every now and then, I will just decide, okay, I'm going to go back and double check with just the base meaning of the cards. And when I do that, you might see the blue card come up. This is the basic tarot spread, tarot guide. It's based on the Rider Waite. And if I just think, oh, overthinking this, I just need to go back to the very, very core of the cards. Sometimes I'll check that just to make sure I'm getting that right. I'm not afraid to do it. I haven't been doing this for decades upon decades, and this it's got the archetypal meanings attached, but it's also got some notes on the different animals. So sometimes I might think, oh, I know some animals, what they can mean and what they can signify, but sometimes I'll probably look at the notes. So don't be surprised if I do that. I'm going to do an 8-card reading, which I've been using lately, which I quite like. And so let's get into it. Okay, normally I don't take this long, but Sharpie Gate. Let's have a look and see what's going to happen. I might make this a longer video and really get into it, and let's see what we can find out. How is Sharpie Gate going to affect the current presidential administration, the current White House administration? These are gorgeous cards. They're written by Scott Alexander King, and they are illustrated by Sharon McLeod. They're absolutely beautiful, and I fell in love with them. But this is the first chance I've had to use them. And some cards I feel like they're good for more light-hearted readings. I think this is one of them. So let's have a look. One more shuffle. When I get my decks, I really split them up, shuffle them, I put them, divide them into different piles and all that till they're really good and shuffled. So it might be the first time I'm using it, but it's not the first time I've gone through it. So anyway, one more. Okay, what's on the base of the deck for this reading? The Ace of Fire, which is the Ace of Wands. New action. It's yet another new action. And it has launched, as we know, a slew of investigations. There's one committee in Congress, which is the Democratic-controlled committee, who are really investigating this. Because, telling official government agencies to put out the information you want them to put out and not the truth, again, you're heading down the path of fascism 101. So, honestly. So, the theme of the reading, 3 of air. Oh, look, this is heartbreak. This poor little mouse, he's out, he's being stabbed, and it's got owls on the end of the daggers or swords or whatever. Owls can sometimes be seen as untrustworthy. They're often the birds of wisdom, but in Lenormand they're untrustworthy. Okay, can be seen as untrustworthy. This poor little mouse is being stabbed. It's bleeding out, and the fact of the matter is with this is, yes, it's a joke with the map and everything in Sharpie Gate, but Dorian killed people. It devastated the Bahamas. I think last figure I read, and I could be wrong because I haven't read for a while, it's killed at least 30 people. Please, if there's more, it's not because I'm underplaying how many people have died and the damage that was done. It's just that I haven't really had time to check on that. So the last figure I read was 30 people. So it's, yeah. I've returned to work after a long period, so I don't have as much time to follow up on these things as I used to. Okay, so it's been heartbreak. Dorian's caused heartbreak, and as much fun an entertainment as Sharpie Gate is causing a lot of people, it should be remembered that it was a very, very serious event. And by doing what he did, Trump caused a lot of panic and distress to people in Alabama, in some parts of Alabama. And B, he totally, it's an effort to totally divert away and dismiss from what may or may not be happening in the Bahamas in the wake of Dorian hitting him. I know I said I was going to be more lighthearted with this, but sometimes, you know, you have to read it as it is. Now, in the past, Ten of Swords, complete and utter betrayal. In the end, this is a reminder. By doing what he did, he betrayed his government work. NOAA is a wonderful organisation. They do amazing work. I've done work with a lot of their, not with NOAA, but I've used a lot of their resources in my studies and in my work in the past, and worked with their satellite imagery and things like that. And they do an amazing job. And by doing what he did, he stabbed NOAA in the back. He totally undermined them. And he's undermining the scientific process, and I think that's what he wants to do. A lot of climate deniers do that. They try and undermine the scientific processes in any way they can. So it's actually really revealing a little bit more to Sharpie Gate than we thought. It's not just him being an idiot, which I have to say he is. He's shrewd. Like a lot of people who aren't very intellectually clever, he is very shrewd. He is. And that doesn't... So you don't have to be clever to be able to manipulate people your way. A lot of it is about shrewdness. I know a lot of intellectually clever people who wouldn't be able to manipulate their way out of a shopping day, or you know. So don't mistake lack of intellectual smarts for bonehead stupidness, and don't even mistake bonehead stupidness for not being able to manipulate people, because that's not true. Okay, the present. Seven of Earth. Of course, there are people looking back and evaluating the whole situation now. And this is the card of evaluation. They're looking at everything that's been gathered from the harvest. They're gathering everything they can from the harvest of this mess, that this mess is caused, and they're all the Democratic... I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the committee. I really am. But they're assessing it. They've gathered everything they can from the freaking pasture of ridiculousness that this has landed, and they're assessing the whole thing. The future. Whoa. The suspended man. This is the bat. This little bat is hung upside down, and he's comfortable. Bats are hanging upside down. They like hanging upside down. He's comfortable. He's put himself in that position. Somebody is looking to take the fall and is comfortable about doing it. There's talks that Wilbur Ross has been called upon to resign and all that. Wilbur Ross is, I don't know how old he is, somewhere between 100 and inland Australia, which is billions of years old, you know. I get an idea that this is Wilbur Ross, and he's preparing to be the poor guy, make a sacrifice for himself, and he's quite happy to do it. I think he's just had enough. He craves the power, he loves the power and everything, but he's tired and he's old, and in the best course of action, moderation. This is just one in another of a long line of infractions that are causing people to look closer. Don't spend too much time on it. This this little creature, this little puffball of a creature, she's got, little pussycat girls on either side of her. She's got a little angel and a little devil. She's got a crown. She's got a snake. She's going all out to attract attention. She doesn't, come on, she's she's gorgeous anyway, she's the cutest little thing. She doesn't need all the extra stuff. She doesn't need to bring everything to the stage in order to attract the attention and get the answers. So the Democrats looking at it, you don't need to go all out and spend huge amounts of time investigating every little nitty gritty on it. Be moderate. This is just one in a long line. And so don't spend all their energy just concentrating on Sharpie Gate. They have other things to look at as well. And I'm not saying this isn't going to add to the pile. It probably is, but, influences, the page of earth. Oh, look. Offers of money, people being news about money. It's not offers, it's news about money. There might be something coming out about this. I'm going to have a quick look at that page of earth. They're gorgeous cards. I absolutely love them. They're just... The court cards are a bit further. Page of earth. This is a little beagle, all eagle. Loyalty, dependence. Trying to buy the demonstration of loyalty in its purest form. The dog embodies unconditional love, faith, and tolerance. Basically, this is Trump, of course, demanding total faith, total devotion from everybody, including Noah. You tell things the way I tell you to tell them, not the way they are. And he's still trying to do it. So he's still trying to influence the situation. The hope and the fear. The high priestess. He's got an agenda, of course. He always has an agenda. Always has an agenda that you can't see. And he hopes that agenda is not going to come out, but I think he's starting to fear that it is going to come out, and people are really going to start waking up even more. And the outcome of Sharpie Gate. Page of water. News. Good news for somebody. Good news for somebody. Emotional news for somebody. Let's have a look. The dolphin. I'm not sure what the animal archetype of the dolphin is, so we will have a look. Page of water. Energetically, the dolphin has been with each of us since birth as a protector, a guide, and a teacher. The dolphin wasn't blah, blah, blah. The dolphin asks us to slow down and breathe. So this is bringing introspection. She's bringing news which is going to ask people to slow down. It's going to cause people to slow down, take a deep breath, and again, be temperate. Don't expend so much energy into it. I think it's going to sort of not fade away. It's still going to be there and it's still going to be investigated, but I think it's going to be a little bit of a 9 days wonder, and people, it's just saying, look, there's other things to look at. Take your time. You don't need to expend all the energy in the world with this. It's sort of going to be a bit of a 9 days wonder, you know, the Sharpie Gate thing. Look, there's a couple of major arcana here with moderation. This is, you know, the suspended man. Look, basically, Ross is probably going to take the fall for it all, and people are going to settle down and take a deep breath and look towards other things that are going to be matter. As far as it being a tower moment for the Trump administration, you all know what I feel about the tower when it comes to readings on him and his administration. It's just another thing, another brick that's being pulled out from the foundation. The tower would have to come with another couple of cards for it to mean the end. So for me, it's just another brick being pulled out on the administration. So just basically, it's not really going to go anywhere in the end. It's just going to be another note in the book and another black mark against Trump. And yeah, and it's not even going to be that big that it causes another stone to be pulled out from the foundation of the Trump family era, whatever. Sorry for that cutting short. That is my reading on Sharpie Gate. I hope you enjoyed it. I love doing it. And I will talk to you later and see you at the next reading. Love you all. Bye-bye.